Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all get in here real quick. It's a small live, y'all. Get in here. Good morning to the ones who's up. I don't even know why I called Amoira to the front of the class 8:30 a.m. in the morning, knowing she probably just went to sleep. I don't know why I call her to the front of the class because she don't have normal women. She don't have a sleep, a good sleeping schedule. She stay up all night lurking people page, stealing photos, being big bothered with other women to where she can't go to sleep and wake up in the morning like she want everybody to see her as a retired woman, but she live a life like a hard-working woman. She have to stay up all night, all day, harassing people. So she most likely not up. But for y'all who's up, come on in here, because I'm about to talk about it, but I'm on her ass. I'm on her ass. Excuse me for my French. But someone just sent me, well, they didn't just send it. I just opened it in my inbox that this woman is beyond obsessed. She's over on her channel with my Facebook picture up, y'all. With my Facebook page. That's my baby daddy. That's my baby daddy. No? Huh? Who was that just came in? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing my morning kill while I'm giving this live real quick. So, y'all, hold on. Y'all, excuse me. Yeah, I am. Y'all, excuse me. But, baby, I have to get those. Ugh. One thing I love going to the dentist and hear the doctor say, Miss Davis, you have some really pretty healthy teeth. Listen, That does something to me. To hear the dentist tell me I have some pretty healthy teeth. That's sexy. Y'all, that is so sexy to me. And the only way to get that goal, even if you have a healthy mouth, just make sure, because the eyes can only see so much. Just make sure you go to the gym, the dentist office twice a year. And if you can't go twice, at least go once. Because the x-rays tell you what the x-rays tell you what the eye can't see. So it's always so good to have your annual x-rays done. Because it's more to mouth care than just brushing your teeth. You definitely got to be a person that have a habit on flossing, okay? Because you can also have issues in between your teeth, for the lack of flossing. Because I have had that issue because I had gold teeth in my mouth. If you from Florida, then you know. Us girly girls definitely was big on having those side gold teeth. And then I had bottom goals. So having those goals, it really brought some problems to my teeth when it came to flossing, not being able to get up in between the cracks of those teeth. But thank God that I'm a girly girl, and I know that mouth care is very important. I didn't want to listen to my parents when they told me not to get those gold teeth. I absolutely drove an hour and a half away, me and some friend girls of mine, and we went over to Miami, Florida, because it was doctors over there, or I don't even know now if they was real licensed dentists. If we was going to a licensed dentist, we just pulled up and paid our money, and baby, they shaved our teeth, did whatever they needed to do, and put that cement on that gold tooth and pushed it up in our mouth. Nowadays, a lot of people wear pop-out golds, which is good because you ain't got to get your teeth all, messed with. And you ain't got to get that permanent cement to go in your mouth. So when I had my golds removed, I had to have some dental work. And healthy dental work. I still have my teeth that the golds was on because they was removed. The ones at the bottom didn't have to get a crown because they didn't have to shave those down. They just pretty much, because they called tip. I had tips. So I didn't have the golds at the bottom in my gum. They was tips. Here in Florida, there was a trend one time when you weigh tips at the bottom. So those just was popped off and the teeth was cleaned, But then the ones at the top, they did have to get shaved down. And that's why I would never get veneers. Because veneers, they have to shave your good teeth down. And that's a waste of money to have people to take your healthy teeth, shave it down. I'm not doing it. I learned from goals, but anyway, where the goals was at in the top, I had to get crowns, y'all. Crowns, that means my front, my back looks the same. With veneers, they just shave down the front, they focus on the front, that's it. The back look yucky, and the top of your teeth look good. Crowns cover the whole tooth. That means you have that beautiful, healthy shade on the front of your tooth as well on the back of your tooth. But getting him So I was just glad that I wasn't crazy to have all my teeth, with gold teeth on it, because my teeth are very healthy and beautiful. And I'm thankful. And I mean, after looking at Miss A mouth, I really appreciate my mouth more and more and more. Um, yeah, I appreciate my mouth more and more after I looked at that woman mouth. Oh my God. Mouth care matters. It matters. And I've been using little president video, baby president videos to show you all how important mouth care is in my home, in my family. See, my daughter raises her son how her mother raised her. It was so important, okay? I think now I may be throwing it out here, but I think my oldest daughter was like 13 when maybe 10, between 10 and 13, but we'll get to ask her when I start brushing her teeth. I honestly brushed my girls' teeth. I used to brush them myself to show them exactly how proper care, how to brush your teeth, how to brush it, not play in the toothpaste, not play with the toothbrush, but it was so important to me. So just talking about this mouth care thing is not something that I'm doing just because we saw Miss A mouth, but it just has always been a very important topic in my home to begin with. And I love my baby girl. That's why I got the videos. My baby girl always shared those moments with me. If I wasn't at her house with President doing his morning care, she would get up, she would do his morning care, and then she was seeing the videos of talking about mouth care at a very young age. If y'all look at my shorts, y'all will understand. My daughter talked to my grandson about mouth care, as soon as he, started growing teeth, how important his teeth and how important mouth care is. So, yeah, so I'm sharing his baby videos, and hopefully Miss A can learn. Hopefully Miss A can learn. And also to show you guys, life have never been about being in people business, okay? Here in my family that I birth, that I raise, life have not been about being in people business. We focus on what's real and what's important, okay? We focus on what's real and what's important. And a lot of people lack that. They lack that family love. They lack that family, bond and educate and the family. They want to be messy, right? They want to be messy. This woman, which I'm going to get her as y'all. This is just the intro. But I'm coming back out here. Tell her comes to the front of the class. And I'm tired of debunking all her lies and things that she tried to put out here online to make me look bad. I'm tired of getting on here and showing her that she's wrong. But every time I bring out the truth on her, she never comes out here and debunk nothing. Because I never bring out lies on her. I never bring out lies on her. I never try to paint a picture to make her look bad. She paints her own picture. And I just shared the picture with you guys. But she never can come out here and debunk nothing that I bring to the front of the class. She never can come out here and take ownership and accountability to the things that I bring to the front of the class. She just deflects. And then she try to ignore it like she's trying to be the bigger person. Or she use, somebody want my attention. Girl, you just embarrassed. I by far don't want your attention. I never have to use her content, right? I never have to steal pictures and make up lies and make up stories on her. I come out here and I speak the truth about her. And then she act like, she gonna be the bigger person. after harassing me, right? After creating lies on me, right? Then now when I come out here and I speak the truth about her, now she want to act like she the big person. She want to act like she ignoring me. She want to act like somebody are craving for her attention. No, Bookie Butts, you just can't come out here and take accountability. You just can't come out here and debunk, because I never lie. Okay, I never lie. I bring the truth out here. So you be trying to act like you just giving me grace or you sparing me. I always told y'all, this lady never, ever, ever have anything on the internet. So now I want her and her supporters who was up there on the panel with her while they was stalking my Facebook page. While they was stalking my Facebook page and going through all my beautiful photos to try to find dirt on me, tell her and her supporters that was on the panel, go get y'all baby daddies. Since they were so concerned about who's my baby daddy and who I have slept with, I need y'all to go get y'all baby daddies. Okay, because anytime somebody call me to the front of the class, you address me, I'm coming. I'm coming because I live in my truth and there's nothing ashamed about my life. Okay? So any questions y'all have about the internet, sister, ask me. Because I'm the woman to tell y'all. Because one thing about the internet, sister, is nothing that have taken place in my life that I'm embarrassed about. See, I don't walk with my head down. The only time I look down is when I'm looking down to pull somebody up. One thing about the internet, sister, I never have to get ready because I stay ready. Okay? Chin up, chest out. So y'all want to know about my baby daddies? Okay, I just finished my mouth care, y'all. Now that I have just finished my mouth care, I'm heading out my beautiful high-end condo. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to wake President up. Okay, huh? Oh, excuse me. I ain't mean to slam my door like that. But wait a minute, y'all. Since y'all go wake that nasty mouth. Oh, hold on. Because I'm a spoiled brat. Y'all go wake that nasty mouth woman up. Go wake that nasty mouth woman up. And her troopers, okay, that's out here recruiting people for scams. They worry about my baby daddy and my life. They need to worry about their finances, okay? Why they so broke and greedy, they'll believe anything she say to them. People with money don't fall for the okie doke. Only people that's desperate will believe they can get $5,000 and flip it in 12 months to $55,000. Hold on, y'all. That's the only people that can believe such thing. But y'all go get her and her whole panel of people. Oh, there go my baby daddy down there. Hold on, I was finna go get my baby daddy. Because I'm finna interview my baby daddy, y'all. This is my first baby daddy. Okay, one thing about the internet system, I know how to pick them, baby. They don't abandon me, and they don't abandon their kids and their responsibility. Okay, now since y'all on my Facebook page looking for my baby daddies, go get y'all baby daddies. We know Jay ain't Amoira kid's baby father. So she doing a scavenger hunt for my baby daddies and the men that I married. Now we want you, the internet sister gonna help you find her baby daddies. Now what's good for one should be good for the other. What's good for one should be good for the other. So since y'all want to know who my baby daddy is, let the internet know who y'all baby daddy is. All you hoochie mamas that was up there on the panel, go grab y'all baby daddies. Go grab y'all baby daddies. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hey. Hey. You, why? When? When? Okay, because that's why I was just finna tell you to go and bring it now to the office. That's why I got up. But that's okay. If you gonna move it on Sunday, no hard time. But I need to interview you real quick. 1 or 2 questions. Okay, so have you ever known? No, I ain't got the camera on you. I ain't got the camera on you. I don't, I know you don't like to get caught up in the BS, but being my baby father, have you ever known another man to be over your kids, well, this is my baby daddy #1, y'all. This is white chick father. So I say kids because this man have been in tycoon life from the day she was born and have not left his side. But besides Pastor Young, because he's my first child's father. Besides Pastor Young and Tavares, have you ever known another man to live in the home with your child? Yes or no?
No.
No, okay? Have you ever, the 10 years, the 11 years since Tavares have been incarcerated in prison, have you ever traveled here from Atlanta and seen another man in my home?
No.
Over Tycoon. Have you ever traveled here and seen any man in the home of Tycoon?
No, she won't do that anyway. She won't let you do it anyway.
Thank you. Have you ever known your baby mother name to be drugged through the city of Lee County, a woman who have been passed around and talked about in a disrespectful way? Like, have I ever been like a 304?
No.
Okay, now this is from my baby father, okay, President Granddaddy, okay, and he is proactive. This is a man, okay, that have never left my side when it came to me raising my firstborn or my secondborn. This man, when I was with Pastor Young, and when I conceived and got pregnant, this man told me out his own mouth, he said, listen, talk to your baby father, because I would never show up. I would never ever show up with a gift for white chick for Day Day is what we call her. I would never show up with a gift for Day Day and not have a gift for your second child. So let your husband know I'm not stepping on no toes. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but I would never come empty-handed with just empty-handed when it comes to your second child. And this when I was with my baby. This was when I was with child. And this man stood on business. Now, go get Amoira, because what Amoira said, y'all know what Amoira said? She have to pay for her child dorm because Jay won't help her with her child in college. Jay won't help her with her child in college. Hold on, y'all. Jay won't help with her child in college. You think Tycoon gonna have that problem? Hell to the no. Because this man here I'm standing here talking to, baby, he makes sure Tycoon have health insurance. He makes sure Tycoon education is taken. Okay, I love you. Have a safe trip. Hold on, y'all. He makes sure Tycoon, hold on, y'all. Hey, y'all, I'm sorry about that. But he makes sure, hey, y'all, I'm sorry about that. But he makes sure Tycoon is taken well care of, okay? Baby, when I tell you I don't date nothing but top tier. Top tier, y'all. And that was my first husband. That's the one that I didn't sign marriage license. But we had a huge ass wedding. He paid for me to have a huge ass wedding, built me a 2-story house. She running over the Jay 53 years old, in their 50s. She running through a house with stairs and a 2-story house and think that, she above the world. This man built me a 2-story house at 21 years old in Conyers, Georgia. that I walked away from. I've been spoiled all my life. Now tell them to go find their baby daddy. Because I'm coming back, y'all. I'm coming back and I'm going to do a whole live. Okay, I'm going to do a whole live. I'm calling her to the front of the class. I just did this live real quick because my handsome ass baby daddy popped in, okay, from ATL, surprised his grandson. Imagine having a man who just will travel from Atlanta just to spoil his grandson. We never know when he popping in. And he's the only man. I've been here 10 years in this condo, and he's the only man have walked through those doors. He met Poo Poo at Tycoon's party. And I already told y'all, Poo Poo already told y'all, when he come to Florida, he have his own place. Me and Poo Poo go to his own place. Okay? I believe in the chastity law. And that's what I teach Tycoon. So I don't lay up in my house with no man. The dummy over there pulling up pictures because she see me on photos with other guys. Well, who is this? Is this the pastor? Is this the pastor? Is this the pastor? Who is this? Who is this? I think the internet sister told y'all I'm King fucking G, right? I have shared that with y'all. You over there pulling up, AKA my brother. And not only was he my brother, but his name Trigger Slim. He was a rap artist. And I was his manager, Miss Nosy. Y'all ain't got shit on me. Till y'all will absolutely stalk my Facebook page. And this is the dumb shit. How can y'all find dirt on somebody's Facebook page? Baby, if I post it, it ain't nothing I'm hiding. If I post it on my Facebook page and you go find it on my Facebook page, dummy, I told y'all she can't comprehend. She over there pulling up my Facebook page. How you trying to find dirt on somebody through their Facebook page? If anybody posted, that means it wasn't to keep a secret. Anything you put on the internet, it becomes everybody's business. So what it is that Rotten Mouth was trying to entertain her supporters with. They so sad and they ain't got nothing on the internet, sister. They just try so hard. But baby, come ask me and I give it to y'all. It has nothing to do with the Ponzi scam at all. But Linda, that's how she deflect. But I done told her, all y'all can go get y'all baby daddies. I bet y'all can't do what I can do. Walk up on your baby daddy. It's 9 o'clock a.m. in the morning. And I was able to wake up and pull up on baby daddy one. And he don't even live here. He live in Atlanta, Georgia. But to go show y'all, he's by far not a deadbeat daddy. My daughter's 31 years old. Go get your dad. Where your baby daddy? Why you got to pay for your daughter dorm? And you told us all that. You told us you had to pay for you had to pay. You can't lie about that. Where her daddy at? Where is her daddy? Your daughter that's in college. Why you got to pay for it? Because you have a piece of shit ass daddy, baby daddy, and you have a piece of shit ass husband, in my opinion. Because why your husband got you paying for your daughter? Oh, because that ain't his child. Yeah, she deflect in a very much a manipulator. So it's deflect with her manipulating ass over there on the internet. But baby, that ain't the way you gonna come for the internet, sister. You can't shame me on nothing, and you can't call me out on nothing. Now, you just talked to baby daddy one, and you gonna get the chance to talk to baby daddy two, the pastor, who you was doing the scavenger hunt. Because when I come back, okay, to do my live, okay, y'all, I'm gonna come back by 12. We gonna get the pastor on the phone. I'm gonna come back, and we gonna have an open panel. I just did this one real quick. But we gonna come back. Do you hear me? We gonna come back and we gonna get past the number two. Now, what's good for one is good for the other. So since you and your supporters are concerned about my baby daddies, now I'm concerned about y'all baby daddies. Let me see if y'all can do what I can do. Now go bring your baby daddy, rotten mouth. Go bring your baby daddy on your panel. Go bring your baby daddy on your panel. We want you talking to baby daddy number one. Can you call up your baby daddy number one and say to your baby daddy, hey, I got a couple questions. Have you seen any mans over my kids? What type of woman I am? What type of woman you know me as? Can you do that? Can you do that? Can you call up your baby daddy and he tell the world that he was there in your second child life, despite the fact that you were still married? He was still willing to take care of your second child. Can you do that, Miss Loose Lip Rotten Teeth? Can you call that baby daddy number one and have him to come on your panel and you interview him just like I just interviewed my baby daddy number one? Ask questions and let him respond back, giving a description of who you are, what type of mother you are. You just heard my baby daddy tell you he ain't never known no man to be over his child who's 31 years old other than Pastor, which was my husband, and my second child father, and then Tavares. And y'all know the story behind Tavares. Yeah, he's the one that just came home. That they came out here and drug our love story like I was a monster, but the man was willing to come home to me. I keep telling you women, I ain't got the label in the brand as King Gene because I'm a shit eater or I'm a piece of shit. But it's because I have always carried and conduct myself, one, in a respectful way. Two, I stand on business. Now, you to open up another can of worms for me to make you look like shit in the face. Because I guarantee you, you can't call up your baby daddy number one and he tell us that he's pulling up on your son. Your son grown. Your son in his 30s. Where his daddy at? Is his daddy still pulling up on him, taking care of him, making sure them grandkids, all is well with them grandkids? Because, see, that was my baby daddy number one. Y'all just heard me walk up to him. Y'all just heard me walk up to him. Y'all just heard me ask him. You know why? And how I was able to walk up on him? Because he's still an active father. And his child is 31 years old. He's an active father. And both of my girls' life, white chick and tycoon. And he's an active grandfather. Where are your baby daddy? Rotten mouth. Loose lip. Where he at? Make it make sense. Y'all in the internet sister business ain't gonna do nothing but come out here and shame y'all. Ain't gonna do nothing but come out here and shame y'all. You have not been able to accept no challenge I have given you. Baby, we pick different type of men. I bet you can't call up your first baby daddy and ask him when the last time he saw his grandkids. Or when he's planning to go visit his grandkids. When the last time he saw his son. Since y'all want to go on a scavenger hunt about my life and talk about me, talk about your baby daddies. Where they at? Where baby daddy two at? See, none of my baby daddies had to be put on child support. None of my baby daddies had to be forced to take care of their kids. Let's talk about it. If you got anything from your baby daddies, they had to be forced to take care of their seed, what they dropped inside of you. I keep telling y'all, the last thing y'all want to temper around with, the last thing y'all want to play with is my motherhood. I don't F off when it comes to my motherhood. And I was wise enough to pick baby fathers that I didn't have to grow as an enemy. But I'll be back because you had a question. Because I said it took me 13 years to forgive Pastor. And since you want to know what that meant, I'll be back to talk to you and educate you. Baby, I don't be just out here talking. See, I can talk my shit because I can stand on it. So when me telling Bree it's better that she get along with her baby daddies than make an enemy with her baby daddies, it's because of what I just showed y'all this morning. What I showed y'all this morning. I left that man when our daughter was in second grade. I left that man when our daughter was in second grade. I walked away from that 2-story house that I told y'all that he built from the ground up. Our child was in second or third grade when I walked away from him. But when have he ever left my side? Tell me that. When have he ever left my side? If I just told y'all the story right there in front of him, that he came to me and told me, despite the fact that I'm pregnant, let my husband know there's no disrespect, but he would never show up with one gift. He would never show up with giving me money for white chick, but not giving me money for tycoon. So tell me when he ever left my side. And I left him when our child was in third grade. I left him when our child was in third grade. And Tycoon and her sister 15 and a half years apart. The man never left my side. You don't have to be enemies with your baby father or your ex-husband. I meant what I said. You get more support, you get more help. You get more support, you get more help. Shitty mouth cross the street, little nasty mouth cross the street. She can't teach nobody nothing healthy because she's by far not healthy. So she don't understand my lingo. She don't understand my language because she's an unhealthy woman. She's an unhealthy woman. And I have told y'all all the time, don't study the internet, sister. I'm a hard subject. You will fail every time. Amoira, you felt again. You felt again, Bookie Butts. Trying to speak on my love life, my past life, my kids' fathers. You fell again. Because I had an interview with Baby Daddy 1 this morning. And I'm going to come back and call up Baby Daddy 2. Okay? Matter of fact, while I got y'all on the phone, because I was going to come back and do another live. Let me get back in. And, because I was walking across the bridge and I noticed my baby daddy was getting in his truck driving off. So I had to hurry up and stop him before he drove off this morning. Thank you, Yolanda, for the sunshine. I have told y'all that studying me is a hard subject and you will fail. And that's all y'all have watched when it came to Amoira coming for the internet, sister. Epic failure. Epic failure. Epic failure. Epic failure. La, 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 la. I had called Todd yesterday as well as I've Chris yesterday and asked them, was I ever a cheater? Was I ever known as a 304 in my county? And I don't owe her no explanation. I just like to come out here and make her look like shit in the face. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. But what I like to prove is that she's a compulsive damn liar. Thank you, TC. Thank you for the $10. Thank you for the sunshine. Y'all know I love the color yellow. And thank you for that $10 that's attached to the super chat that reads the internet sister gonna come and walk them like a doll. Come on in, come on in. That's right. You know I am. I don't even know. They can all rub their heads together and they still would not have shit on the internet. So, and I don't know why these people, but you know, they on the spectrum. They got her, she got them over there allegedly investing $500, thinking they finna get $55,000 back. So for me to expect them to understand a woman who came out here 4 years ago as an open book, okay, telling her story, talking about her life, as well as camming up, showing everybody where I live, how I live, walking everybody into my office, day in, day out, showing people the type of business I own and operate. And I'm a real person. I'm very transparent. It's transparency over here. And for them to expect that they're going to dig and they're going to find something different, I can't wrap my mind around. How can a bunch of losers not see? I haven't hid behind a profile picture like a lot of them. Some of them been out here for 4 years and we don't know nothing but a fake ass profile. A bunch of typing, keyboard typing. They won't even put their own real picture up. They've been out here 4 years behind the fake page. They are not comfortable enough in their skin and their lifestyle to pull up a real profile picture, come on here and go live. Y'all have met president. Y'all have met tycoon. Y'all have met white chick. Y'all have met my immediately family. Y'all only see the back of the head of baby poo-poo. I haven't even let y'all see the whole poo-poo. I don't even give the baby poo-poo story. But y'all nephew turned 2. Y'all nephew, if y'all know and y'all been keeping up with the, fake baby, the pillow, then y'all should know the little pillow turned 2 this month. So I may come in and give y'all a little bit of his cake and his little birthday celebration. I may, okay? I ain't been too much on the poo-poo story. I may bring the poo-poo story in, being that baby a poo-poo turn 2. Oh, no, that's why I said I would never, damn, as soon as I come out, all this loud noise. I would never try to prove nothing to none of them. TC, I just like to come out here and make Dahmer look stupid. That's it. I don't have to come out here to prove nothing. I'm 48 years old. I would never live my life to try to prove anything to nobody. I just like to make the little loose, little rotten mouth woman look stupid over there. I like to come out here and flunk her ass on every subject that she holds on the internet, sister. That's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy giving her F. Giving her F is what I enjoy doing. I enjoy giving her F. He will ride his old loud ass molar back here. Hold on, y'all. This is just too much noise. But I know people got the word. I want to do a live, but people do got a job they got to do. Hold on. Our condos being renovated on the outside. They doing some renovation out here, which is a good thing. You know? That's what HOA fees are for, to approve the property. So, but yeah, I'm running from the guys. We got some work going on. Oh, he just turned it off now, but I'm long gone. So, anywho, like I said, guys, I just like to come out here and give her a big fat F. That's the only reason why I come out here and enjoy. Yeah, they don't like that. They don't like that. Child, she should have been talking about what she should have been out here doing. Okay, since she did it in the dark, now that it's in the light, she was over there, allegedly scamming her supporters. Allegedly introducing them to a BG wealthy support group, and anybody could have looked that up, okay, and knew that that wasn't the right way to go. Knew that wasn't the right way to go. So therefore, that's what she should be talking about. Worrying about my baby daddies is the last thing she should be worried about. Because one thing y'all know for sure is that my girls ain't hurting for a damn thing. So why be concerned? You'll never hear me get on him. You'll never hear me get on here complaining about finances, right? You never get on here, hear me complain about, or even trying to dry bed, and say, oh, I got to help my daughter in college because Jay said if my daughter wanted to go to this school, that I would have to pay, and dry begging. Wait, baby daddy number 2. My girls are spoiled by their mother and their fathers. Baby, I'm so good at what I do when it comes to picking guys, okay? I done told y'all, Pastor moved me in a $1.3 million home. Pastor had me out here riding in an S500 Mercedes-Benz. Financially, it was not a problem with us. It was him being abusive. And if y'all was on my live stream yesterday, y'all heard Tar say, I'm not a wimp. I'm a very alpha woman. I'm a strong-minded woman. I'm learning how to be soft. I'm learning how to be submissive. But like I told Ty, it don't matter how I speak. It don't matter my tone of voice. It don't matter the words I use. He still didn't have the right to put his hands on me. And truth be told, Pastor ain't get 50% of me what I gave other men, because I tried to respect him, and I absolutely tried to be, a little softer, a little submissive, because I did go into the relationship aggressive, and he broke it down to me. He said, you so used to dealing with guys that let you have your way. You so used to dealing with guys that let you wear the pants and the skirts, but I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's no option over here. You got to put on the skirt. So, and you got to learn how to be submissive. So it seemed like as soon as I attempt to be a little softer, to be a little submissive, he's the one that came out more aggressive than any man that I have dealt with my attitude. I have a strong alpha. I'm an alpha female. So, for her to try to go through my Facebook page, I mean, y'all, I'm going to share it with you guys. I have the whole damn people screenshotted it and sent it to my damn Facebook inbox. Her and her panel absolutely went to my Facebook page. And I'm talking about she pulling up my Facebook, going through my pictures like, who is this? But she's ignoring me when it comes to me calling her out for that BG Wealth support group that's being labeled as a scam. Oh, you ignoring me on that. Oh, when I talk about that, I want your attention. But you want to talk about, yeah, Queen V, because one thing I'm not going to do, like I said, y'all, I don't have to go through her Facebook page. I don't have to play her content. I can honestly just talk about how this lady carry herself out here on YouTube and be telling the truth. She got to go on scavenger hunts. Bookie Bus, you ain't gonna find nothing on my Facebook page before there was a LaTrue saga. I was living my best life, being a business owner, being a mother, a business owner, an advocate for people, focusing on becoming self-sufficient because Tavares had got locked up. So what are you going to look for? And before he got locked up, I was just out here living off of his expenses, still a business owner. Do you know what it is to live and not have to pay one bill? Do you know what it is to live life and not have to pay one single dollar? Not one bill? Your money is your money. Plus, on top of that, you are getting allowance. Well, y'all go find Tavares. He's a free man. Ask Tavares, is that the life I lived? So what are you looking for? What are you looking for? I didn't have to spend absolutely no money. You know how you come out here and you look for super stickers and you look for super chats daily? Well, all I had to do, bookie butts, okay, little shitty mouth, all I had to do was wake up in the morning. $100 was left on my dresser every single morning. Every single morning. I made $100 deposit. He used to be like, here go your lunch money. Here's your lunch money. On top of that, all the money I made belongs to me. But daily, my daily allowance was $100 damn. That was $3,000 a month that I was able to just put in the bank. And I didn't have to pay no freaking bills. You know, when I walked in the hair salon, my $300-$400 hairdos, my stylist would tell y'all, I would just sit in their chair and Tavares would walk in there and pay my bill after my hair is done. If I went shopping, Tavares paid my bill while I shop. When I tell you I ain't have to spend nothing, So what are you looking for, bookie butts? And why would I have to be passed around if I mess with guys, if I dealt with guys that took care of home? The only reason why I end up in different relationships because I mess with bad boys. And there's only two places that bad boys go. They end up in the grave or they end up in incarceration. Thank God I never had to bury one. But I had one that caught 30 years and I had one that caught 15 years. So that's the only reason why I have changed. I have had to be in different relationships because I never waited on a man when they went in. Except this time, I sat and I waited. I wouldn't allow a new man to come in. And during that time waiting, I learned that I didn't want to have no more dealings with bad boys because I knew it always was going to be a bad ending. Outside that, I'm a woman who have long-term relationships. I don't bounce from dick to dick, okay? Unlike you. Let's hear your love stories. Let's hear why you have had epic relationships. You have had failures, relationships. None of my relationships failed because I lacked at anything. My relationship failed because I was a young girl who dated bad boys. And we all know, being a bad boy, it only lasts for so long. Then you got to go be put up. And Pastor, I left because he was abusive. He used to put paws on me for real, for real. But it's not like I went back. I went and found nothing new. I went back to my past. I'm a type of person, I don't like changes. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. And I don't like any and everything going inside of me. I'm a woman. So when it didn't work, it was Tavares before Pastor. And when it didn't work with Pastor, I went back to Tavares. I don't like that new shit. I don't like it. I don't. I don't like starting over. I will absolutely go backwards before I go forward. That's the type of woman I am. But I guess you guys don't understand that. Because to look at a woman like as if she's a 304, you must be a 304. We already know to say somebody being passed around with your ugly ass, I'm sure they just hit it and left it. I'm sure you was that type of woman. They just hit it and left it. Because you live in the house with a husband that don't want it. Girl, if you was worth 2 cents, your man would make you in the live. Your man would say, okay, get up, go make your money, go entertain, but bad hours is bad hours. Girl, you ain't even worth to sleep with, and you got a full-time man in your damn house with your ugly ass. I know they hit it and quit it. Absolutely, for you to put those words over my mouth, I wouldn't even look at nobody like as if they been a woman passed around. Because the respect I have for myself, I would think every other woman have that same level of respect for them. You don't do nothing but project. You don't do nothing but project. You may see me on pictures with other guys. That's because I'm a very popular person in my city. And the one that you pulled up with, the tall man, do your homework. His name Trigger Slim. I was his entertainer manager. I booked all his shows. I traveled with him. I was his role manager. Do your homework. If you was listening, I said that when I came out here and supported Lil Truth. That I was eyeing Lil Truth and hoping that I can get Lil Truth a deal with Janky, a deal with Todd. Girl, I'm who I say I am. And that's why you gonna flunk every time you try to study me. Because you don't want to believe my truth. You want to come out here and make up lies, and you want to paint your own picture when it comes to the internet system. You sick, you obsessed, you's a stalker. I know how you are. Remember, I once was aligned with your goofy ass, with your sick ass. All you did was stalk people's pages. That's why I was able to dump. All my messages. And when I dumped my message, you had threads of Amber, you had threads of Mika, you had threads of Lil Truth, you had threads of Queen Fee, you had threads of every damn body out here, which is sick. You's a psycho. I got a call and somebody was like, yeah, you ain't lie when you say she be up all night stalking people's page. You ain't lie, because she used to call me all the time about you. Every time you go in on her ass, she calling me. And I told her, the person told me they gave you advice. And their advice was, fuck a genie. But you would not let up. You still allow my lies to bother you. And for you to keep calling this woman after this woman told you her advice was, fuck genie. Stop watching them. And you can't stop watching people. You are sick. You need to go get help. I'm by far not the problem out here on the internet. That's why you was able to go to my Facebook page and have histories and history, because before it was a Lil Truth saga, I was out here posting. I was out here living a real life, a happy life. And I'm still living a real life, and I'm still living a happy life. You can't make my life not be real, because you over there living a stage life. And it's people like me that can see it's stage. Hello, welcome here, babe. Right. LaToya say, who is the man in the marriage? Nobody can tell who's the man in the marriage by the looks or who take care of the bills. Bookie butts, real women who's taken care by men, right? And when a man is at home taking care of business, us women know, we can see it. We can see that your husband is not a man in that home. We can see that your husband is not over the finances in your home. We can see that your husband is not paying the bills. No man will be paying bills and allowing their woman to bring negativity in the house. Girl, your whole home is unhappy. That you can't tell me the energy that you have out here on the internet that you are a happy woman. That's why I have to take breaks. Being happy and just being negative all day, every day is not, it's not a mix. It's not a mix. See, being negative, being, a very toxic person is normal for you. You can do it because your home is toxic. Your home is toxic. You're not happy in your home, girl. You stage. You stage. Ain't no way you and your husband supposed to be so intelligent. You and your husband supposed to be so intelligent, but y'all got people out here in a scamming ass group. Y'all are toxic. Just throw the whole marriage away. Throw the whole marriage away. If y'all was so highly intelligent and y'all was so well set when it comes to finances, okay, if y'all had money, like you come out here and stage like y'all have money and y'all are a happy couple, whoever presented that shit to y'all, which I understand it was lapdog, because the person told me the successful story that you gave them when you try to make them buy into it. The successful story was Lapdog is about to build her a new house off of this, and Lapdog auntie became rich off of this. So whoever presented that shit to you and your husband, y'all should have been able to read, look over it, and say, no, this is not a go. But see what crooks do? Crooks jumps on any opportunity that they think they can come up off of real quick, and that's why y'all ass always end up with the shit end of the stick, because y'all looking. Crooks look for come-ups. Crooks look for come-ups, and they don't care who they use to come up. You was about to use your whole support team who take care of you and your husband. You was about to put all your support people in a shitty situation because you are greedy, you are nasty. The people who take care of y'all, you was going to bite the hand that feeds you. Talk about that. Don't worry about my baby daddies. Don't worry about my baby daddies, because my kids go to bed, when I tell you, stress-free and wake up stress-free. My kids go to bed stress-free and wake up stress-free. So worrying about who my baby daddies shouldn't be a problem of yours. You need to worry about your baby daddy. You need to worry about your next step in life, okay? You need to worry about your next step in life. You need to secure income, because you out here crashing out. You out here crashing out. You out here making some of the dumbest decisions ever. I'm secondhand embarrassed for you. Nobody should have never, ever been able to send me a chart saying they received this chart from you, from Miss A, aka the GOAT, Miss Rotten Teeth, Loose Lips. I'm secondhand embarrassed that you embarrass yourself by sending out a chart telling people if they invest $500 within 12 months, they're going to get $55,000. If they invest $1,000 within 18 months, that $1,000 can turn into $1 million. That's what the chart read. Now, all the other details behind it, oh well, but the chart alone was something, a red flag that you should have knew better. You want to be so highly educated. And I guarantee you put that shit in Chat GPT, and I guarantee Chat GPT told you that to be careful, this is scam likely. But you know what? The people you was talking to on the back end, I'm sure they told you different than Chat GPT. I'm sure they told you how much money you can make by being the upline, and the downline is gonna be the one to make all of your damn money. I guarantee you, Chat GPT gave you a red flag and told you it was scam likely, but you ain't give a damn. That's one time you ignore Chat GPT, because the people who brought you on show you all the money that you can make real fast, and you didn't give a damn about your downline, which is your supporters, which is your day ones, which is the ones that send you super stickers and super chat. Look how you had Levette ass out here looking dumb. I told y'all it's 3 blind mice. It's 3 blind mice. Your ass and your 3 mods. Let me tell you, 3 blind mice. I told y'all it's 3 blind mice out here. Her ass, Lapdog, and Miss Vet. And Miss Vet, I have nothing against you. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to disrespect you in no fashion, no form. I'm sorry that you're not smart enough to see that this woman don't give 2 fucks about you. Why do you think she care about you? You ain't do no more for her than Tikers did, okay? You know Tikers was authentic with this lady. You know Tikers was solid with this lady. And look how she shitted on Tikers. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I had to, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I had to take that call. That was my daughter. And, y'all, it's 10 o'clock. We supposed to be have mother and daughter time. That's why I said I was going to come back real. I was going to come back and do a live. You know, I always got it. One thing about me and my kids, y'all already know how I love my children down. I love my kids down, and I'm blessed with my kids and my grandkids, and we spend every single day together. Okay, we spend every single day together, and I always let my daughter know, listen, Linda, I would live in the guest house. We can get a mansion, and I live in the guest house. I'm not leaving my grandson's side. And I don't want my girls to leave me, my side. And I know my kids got to live their life. I'll let y'all live y'all life. I'm just going to be that mother that's going to always tag along with my kids. Ask the damn 239 about that. Said before, it was a damn little true story. It was King Jean and her family. 239 love to watch me and my family, how we live. Everybody know that I love my girls down. I love my kids down. I love my kids down. And it ain't no putting on pretending. I guarantee you 239 will tell y'all, ever since President been born, he is 8 years old. One thing about that grandma, she gonna be at President House every weekend. Hell, y'all been on here for 4 years. I stayed showing y'all that I was at my daughter's house. And now I have my daughter in my goddamn back pocket. I show y'all every weekend. I ain't care what I did Monday through Friday. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my overnight bag was packed, baby. And maybe that's why I really ain't been into getting into a relationship. Damn a man. When Mr. President came in my life, baby, he changed his grandma life around. I always was a responsible woman with my girls, but when President was born, it was a top notch. That's when generation wealth really kicked in. When God blessed me with my grandson, that's when I knew, hey, life got to get real now. You are absolutely the tree to your family. You are a grandmother now. BS is out, baby. You got to make sure when if anything happened to you that your grandson can live how you raise your kids to live. Other than bookie butts over there. Girl, we are not the same. We have different morals, different goals, different respect. Everything you do, you stage. You stage. I always tell y'all can go back in my history. Y'all can go back in my history because the internet sister is a consistent woman. I just don't come out here and pop shit out my ass trying to do it for content or ideas. I've been given all of my damn life. I've been a giver, so that's nothing new. Yes, baby, money is different than wealth. Money you can have today and not have it tomorrow. Wealth lasts. Wealth have an endless, okay? Wealth, when someone's wealthy, that means they got enough to pass down from generation to generation. And that's the type of shit she on. She on money. All she think about day to day. Making money today. Making money within 30 days. That lady is 53 years old and she can't show y'all a game plan. And when I told her to go live and I told her to demonstrate real life success in real time and go live, she went live and showed y'all as a house with stairs and people cleaning. When I told her to go live, show us and demonstrate to us what do success look like to you in real life. Show us what you got going on successfully in real life. Y'all, she went live and showed y'all people her house. And people who never been in a 2-story house thought that was success. She had nothing to show. I say, baby girl, go live. I say, baby girl, meet me at the bank. Meet me at the bank. Let's talk to our bank tellers. Meet me at the bank. Walk in the bank and you go pull out a bag and I pull out a bag. She couldn't do that. I said, so, okay, go live. Show me, okay, that you got IULs. Show me you got a retirement plan. Show me that you have an active business going on offline. So if this ever crashed the day of tomorrow, you still got success going on. That lady, that rotten mouth, loose lip lady couldn't show me shit I asked her to show me. You know what she did? She went live and showed y'all her house, which whoopie fucking do. I live in a 2-bedroom condo. 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo, and my condo costs just as much as her big ass house. So what the hell that mean? You're going live showing your home. That's like me going live, showing my condo, showing y'all that I live on Fashion Drive. Where is that success? I'm showing y'all my lifestyle. She couldn't show nothing to her audience. And we know she ain't got shit going on. Because if she did, she would have had too much to risk to be a part of a BG wealth support group. You think I'm going to risk my account being frozen if I got a lot going on? If I'm a successful business person, you think I'm going to tie myself into a scam-like business? No. She keeps showing y'all house cleaners coming to her house. So fucking what? Do she not know what she pay her housekeepers every other week? There's some woman every other week spending that amount of money on a handbag or a pair of shoes or a hairdo. That ain't shit. So what? So what? Every 2 weeks, you got somebody coming to clean your house. Every 2 weeks, somebody is going to get their hair slayed. Shit, what she pay for housekeeping, you know, Felicia's probably paying that to get her hair done. Do this lady not know that it costs, just to go in the nail salon, it costs $150. So what? Because you got house cleaners coming to your house, girl. You ain't paying no more than $200, $250 for them to come every 2 weeks. People spend that on their skincare, their hair, their shoes, their handbags. You only entertaining, unfortunately, you entertain people who have lesser than you. You inspire those type of people. But a woman, they come weekly. I thought they came every 2 weeks. A woman, I'm sorry, y'all, people was walking past me, so I had to start. Y'all know I be yelling. I don't know why I always talk like that, but I promise you I went and got my ears checked. Because some people be think I have to remind myself because that kills my content. Because some people think I be upset because I talk real loud, but I don't be upset. I just talk with passion and I just talk loud. I don't know if it comes from me being a cheerleader for so many years. Because, yeah, I used to be a cheerleader in high school and I was also a cheerleader coach. I coached from Pop Warner, my oldest daughter, white chick. She was a cheerleader from 4 years old all the way up to high school, and I coached her cheerleader team all the way through Pop Warner. From like 4 to 13, 4 to 14. So I don't know if I'm just, that's the reason why I talk so loud. Because when you're a cheerleader, you have to chop those words up and you got to be loud. So I'm a very loud talker, y'all. But yeah, let me say I prefer to clean my own home. Me too. But I have hired some cleaners. I did. I hired some cleaners. Linda, I was really doing it to be messy and I was doing it to be petty, right? And I canceled the lady because she came on the day and I had totally forgot the lady was coming. So I scheduled with her because business is business. And I know she was looking forward to that money, when you think you got you a new client. So I booked it to be very petty and very messy, but I liked her work. I liked her and her crew work. And, they came in, they did their job, and yeah, it helps. This is about to be Tycoon senior year, so it was a little gift to myself and Tycoon. Yeah. And this ain't my first time having a cleaning crew. I think I show y'all some videos where I had a cleaning crew. I was paying for a cleaning crew for my oldest daughter. But anywho, it's life. This is the thing. When you are introduced to nice things, right? You learn it's just normal living. It's normal living. What happened is when you learn how to create the lifestyle you want to live and you're living that lifestyle without competing, you wouldn't think, oh, look, I'm going to show this off because they don't have a cleaning crew. That's people who ain't used to having. People who ain't used to have, unless she does it to motivate others. Because I got to say that too. I know I used to do a lot of content and videos, and it wasn't for me to boast and brag, but it was for me to motivate. So if she doing it to motivate people, that's something different, right? If it's just all about motivation, like, hey y'all, look, I was able to afford me a, 4 bedroom, 2-story house, 2 living room, a family room, and a living room and a huge dining room. You can too. So if she do it in that way, y'all, it's not a bad way because you can motivate people. But if she's doing it to try to belittle people and try to make herself look like she's on the top, and that's what I pull from it. I pull that she doesn't do it to motivate people. She do it to try to make herself look bigger than everybody because of her conversation. She's always telling people other people is jealous of her. So that's why I feel she do it. Because she have also, I got it in my thread, so you can't lie. She have also sent me her back office of how much money she make, and she'll be like, look sis, this is what they mad about. They mad about this. I'm finna post it because I make them mad when I post this. So that's why I feel like she shows her house like we haven't seen it before. Like that's the only thing she have in her life to celebrate. She shows her house because she thinks people are jealous. She doesn't do it to motivate. Like I said, if you can do it to motivate it, motivate somebody, that's something different. If you're doing it to motivate, inspire people, yeah. But to do it, to try to, down others, to shine your light, that's a very distasteful reason to do it. She's a bitter woman. Yeah, so you won't be motivated, Petty Betty, because y'all Petty Betty say I don't need no one to motivate me for a cleaning crew. I have a 5 bedroom, 4 bath house. It's just me and my husband, so it wouldn't motivate you. But we're talking about a woman who has goals. A woman who have goals to one day live in a 2-story house, one day to have a cleaning crew, that can motivate that woman. You know what I'm saying? Some people goals motivates other people goals. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, a lot of people be like, that's goals, and a lot of people do watch her because they feel like her life is goals. And those are people who are still at the bottom dreaming. And I'm not picking on these people because those are the people that get taken advantage of, okay? People who's not living out their life, people who have not created their life and their lifestyle, those be the people who get taken advantage of by ones like her, okay? Because they're still dreaming. They haven't gotten up and put in the work to live the life they want to live. So they sit on the internet and they dream off of other people's life, like this woman who I believe is a fraud. I believe she is staged. You know what I'm saying? Because can y'all connect this woman to anything outside of her saying she retired from the military? Like, is it anything else other than her sob story? They're broke because, well, she don't tell certain people that they're broke, the ones that she wants to borrow money from, right? So her story changes. The people she'll borrow money from, she'll tell them things like, oh, my husband made a bad investment and it ate up our savings. But then she'll get out here and tell the people who watching, the ones who she's not begging on the back end, stories. Oh, we got money over here. I got a good healthy retirement check coming in. My husband got a good healthy retirement check coming in, and then I make 100,000 on YouTube. I make 6 figures on YouTube. She come out here and talk that big shit, that boss shit, but at the same time be on the back end begging, borrowing money, lying. Oh, one minute, her husband had to take over the finance and get them back right. In another minute, her husband the one that effed up the finances. One minute, she can't get in one of the accounts, so she have to steal money allegedly at her daughter account. It's just lies on top of lies. And then she will she'll deflect and make them look at something else, focus on something else, versus she's out here connected with a whole, group that's all over the internet, well known as scamming people through social media. When you continue to read about this group, they biggest scams is right here on social media. And she attached herself to that. That goes to let me know this lady, when I give her healthy and wealthy challenges and she can't produce them, but she's always concerned about other people's personal life, that just let me know she's a stage person. She's a fraud. And if y'all don't know she's a fraud, now that she had, before my daughter called, I was talking about how she did Miss Vet. And like I said, I don't have a problem with Miss Vet. Miss Vet ain't never did nothing to me. I really don't know Miss Vet outside of Miss Vet is one of the ones that will go over and beyond for her. Miss Vet will go over and beyond for her. And like I was saying, Vet haven't done no more than Teekers. Okay? The only difference between Teekers and Vet is Teekers woke up. Teekers woke up. And she made fun of Teekers John Doe level when I feel like, what more can you expect from Teekers if Teekers honestly have talked to you about the situation before she kicked rocks? Like, Teekers really expressed to this woman, like, hey, this just not right. This ain't no good feeling. This ain't right. And she continued to ignore it, and because she's heartless, she didn't care shit about Teekers. And she felt like, hey, I got enough of people still over here supporting me. You won't be missed. You won't be missed. I still got enough of people over here supporting me. So she cares nothing about the individual. She cares nothing about the individual. She just care about what y'all are able to do when y'all are able to do it. And even when y'all are gone, she don't give a damn if y'all was to leave. So I don't know why Miss Vet thought that she was going to be more, respected or treated better. Shit. To be honest, what she did to you, Vet, is way worse than what she did to Teekers. Yes, she crossed Teekers. She talked about Teekers. She drugged Teekers. She came out here on the internet and disrespected Teekers' daughter and Teekers without Teekers saying nothing about her or her husband or her daughter. All Teekers was doing is showing other people's support and out here speaking her opinion, which she had the right to speak her opinion, but she never disrespect Miss A daughter or Miss A husband. And this lady, right off the top, when Teekers moved her support from her and started supporting other CCs, I mean, right off the dome, she started disrespecting Teekers. I mean, because she was disrespecting Teekers behind the scene before she even came out here. The story, she came out here and told the world about Teekers and all the private live streams she did about Teekers. I already knew all that stuff because she had already called me. She had already called me and told me everything. Not even giving Teekers time to even, say, hey, which Teekers left. I don't think Teekers was planning on returning. But damn, the day that she seen Teekers over there and hyping it up because she threw a $19.99 chat and oh, she gonna be mad with this. She gonna be mad with this. That same day she called me and, oh, I'm finna go out here and I'm finna just give it to her. I'm finna talk about this and I'm finna talk about that. And she started saying all the shit that she came on here and told y'all. She was ready to drag Teekers then. And I told her, nope. I said, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I said, don't do it. That won't make you look good. Don't do it. But y'all seen as soon as she and I stopped dealing with her, that's when she dropped the bomb. She had been wanting to drop the bomb on Teekers. I'm the one that kept telling her, don't do it, don't do it. And then she went as far as saying somebody told her Teekers was trying to set her up. Teekers was doing that, taunting her, so me and Levette can see that she's not a good friend. Well, I already knew you wasn't a good friend when you called me and started telling me Teekers' business. But I been knew you wasn't a good friend. Just from me watching and seeing how you operate and how you allow those people to be on that back end, dragging people, talking about people. That's why I asked you to have whoever added me as one of the, what you call, when you be in the private area and they put you as an admin. As soon as they put me as an admin, I wasn't an admin for 72 hours, if 24 hours. But as soon as they put me as an admin over those pages, I asked to be removed from an admin because I wasn't aligned and I wasn't in agreement with the things that they were saying and doing, just constantly dragging people. If I wake up in the morning, the last thing I want to wake up and do and go to a women group, a sisterhood group, is to read about Amber. I don't want to wake up. I don't give a damn if Amber went up to KFC and got a bucket of chicken. Who gives a damn? That's not what I want to wake up and start my day off with. Am sitting on the couch with no teeth, missing teeth, a teeth spaced out, eating a bucket of chicken. I cared less to wake up and see shit like that. I didn't care. Okay? I didn't care that Mika face was swollen in December and she was big in December, but however in February she's, small. I didn't care to know what y'all was stealing off of IG of Mika or what y'all was stealing off her page and Mika going way back, comparing pictures, talking about this girl taking shots. Now you can't even find, damn it, Amoira. She was so concerned about Mika having a swollen face and a swollen body in the month of December. And I may have these months mixed up, y'all, right? I may not be on point with the months, but I'm just talking about what I used to find behind the scene or what used to be sent to my phone. Who gives a damn if this woman was swollen on a trip out of the country and now she back in the state, she weigh 105 or she weigh 120. Who gives a damn about that? But that's the type of stuff that the womenhood of the sisterhood that she hosts, that's the type of shit they promote. Take me off. I don't want to be an admin. I don't want to be an admin. You know what I'm saying? Because in real life, I'm a soft girl. I'm a classy girl. I'm not out here on the scavenger hunt worrying about who is who and where they live, what they eat, what they shit. Is they life real? I don't do that in real life offline. So that's not something that I want to wake up. I don't want that type of energy. I thought a sisterhood, a woman, the womanhood is to elevate, inspire, motivate, give powerful messages, okay, versus always talking about somebody. So I already knew that Miss A didn't stand for what she pretend. Miss A don't give a damn about nobody. She don't give a damn about nobody. All she want is your support and your money. She wants your view and your money. She don't give a damn if you was to take a fall today or tomorrow. I allegedly learned or heard that Vet lost her whole relationship out here. Now, I can be wrong, and like I said, I'm not here to pick on you, Miss Vet. So the last thing, in my opinion, I would think that Miss A would do is bring more issues to Miss LeVette, to Miss Vet. I wouldn't think that she would introduce Miss, and I'm talking about Miss Vet out here bold. Y'all seen me pull up that lady post 4 weeks ago? That lady was absolutely out here bold with this BG Wealth Support Group. So y'all know she had to get in this woman's mind. Is Miss Vet, kind of on the slow side? I'm just asking. Not being disrespectful. Like I say, I don't know her. I don't know her. I just asked, is she like on the slow side? Because like, why didn't you do your homework? Right now, if you was to put that company in Google search, Chat GPT, this ain't something new. They been out here, and you will hear past dragons saying it's a red flag. It's a scam. So did y'all know it was a scam and y'all was just okay with it being a scam? I just want to know, since y'all so concerned about who baby daddy is who and who is who with me in the picture, now I let y'all talk to one of my baby daddies this morning. And like I said, we going to get Pastor on the phone too, which some of y'all already have heard Pastor. Some of y'all have already heard Pastor. Pastor have told y'all. He even tell his new fiance, one thing about Jeannie, she know how to keep her household happy. He already came out here and told y'all that. But I'm going to get him on the phone. Because that woman was over there hollering about, oh, but is he the baby daddy? Do you? Like, I don't know who my baby daddy is. Who the hell her baby daddy is? But that's a whole nother story. Let's stay on Miss Vet. I ain't going to keep jumping around. I already talked about that, and we'll talk about that later. Vet not slow. She's a sweetheart. Okay, like I said, I don't know Miss Vet, so I'm not disrespecting her in no shape, no type of form. So you just said it. So she's a sweetheart. So this woman just absolutely took advantage of Miss Vet. Is that what you giving me? That Miss Vet, it's not that Miss Vet is slow. It's just that Miss Vet is a sweetheart, and Miss A take advantage of those type of people. So she got Miss Vet out here recruiting people for this scam, because that's who had the post out him. That's who had the post out him. Miss Vet is the one that made a post. Okay, Neo said Miss Vet she just wants to be in a group and accepted. That is sad. That's sad. That's sad. Like, I don't know her personally. She seems to be a sweet girl, like I said, but I just don't understand why she thought that Miss A would respect her or love her more than she loved Teekers, when Teekers did just as much as any of them over there did for Miss A. So for Miss A to disrespect Teekers and do and say the things she did to Teekers, how do they trust her? And the way, like I said, she did Vet dirty. She did Vet dirty. Okay? She did Vet dirty. Ain't no way. First of all, I'm not gonna get nobody involved in scamming, because I don't want nobody going to jail. I don't want nobody going to jail. So I would never get anyone to scam. So for her to push this opportunity off on Miss Vet, and like I said, we all know that lady chat GPT everything. We know this lady chat GPT everything. We know this lady Google search everything. So we know this lady seen the dragon's eye him. So for her to get Miss Vet to do it is what I'm interpreting in my words, is what she said is fuck Vet. Okay? That's the way I feel. She said F-U-C-K Vet. She didn't care, because look how it worked. If Vet would have, in these 4 weeks, because her post said 4 weeks ago. So in these 4 weeks, if Vet would have recruited enough of people from her job, from her community, from her church, from her family, from her friend list, okay? That's why people get you in the pyramid, scam, is because they feel like everything attached to you, you can sell it to them, right? So let's just say Vet will have went out and ruined her reputation by believing Miss A, okay, in this scam. And she would brought all these people under her, right? So Miss A can get the money, because y'all got to remember, Miss A is the upline. So everything underneath her is the downline. So everything they bring in, it shoots straight up to her. She get that fast, quick money. See, the downline have to wait to see it. So let's just say Vet will have went out there, because Vet was out here hustling, y'all. We read her post. She was all in for Miss A, okay? She was all in for Miss A. Like, she didn't see me call the police on Miss A to let them know. Didn't I tell y'all, warning come before destruction? I was trying to let y'all know then the lady ain't give a damn about y'all. Because y'all who was sending that money crossed the line to her, okay, on cash bingo, could have went to jail too. This lady don't care. But y'all thought it was hate. Y'all thought it was hate when the internet sister sent y'all a red flag. Now, like, hey, don't y'all know this is illegal? It was absolutely illegal. If it wasn't illegal, they would never dispatch a cop out there. That's why police showed up, because it was absolutely illegal. She was just able to manipulate, manipulate, okay, and deflect. It was a rookie cop. So y'all ain't getting enough for breaking the law with this lady. So anyway, let's say if Miss Vet will have just pulled all these people in. Let's just say Miss Vet will have pulled all these people in from her church, from her job, from her neighborhood, from her social media, okay? And these people money would have got caught up and no return. These people could have put that in jail. All the people she recruited, thank God. And then I don't know, so I don't know why I'm thanking God, because I don't know who she recruited. I don't know who she got involved with. But you got some people that trusts you, even though it may sound too good to be true. What if this lady would have went out and recruited her friends, family, church members, neighbors, because she trusts Miss A, but yet she would have had all these people invest their money into this scam? Miss Vet could end up in jail. It's no such thing I didn't know. Don't y'all hear, if y'all listen to Stormy interviews, that's the first thing she said. Well, I didn't know I couldn't say this. I didn't know I couldn't do this. I didn't know. That's what Stormy say. But Stormy still got 20 years of probation. Don't be dumb. They really wanted to give this woman jail time. To give somebody 20 years of probation, I never heard of anyone being on 20 years of probation. Do you hear me? I'm sure she had to pay her attorney a whole lot of money to work a deal for 20 years of probation. But see, and they gave her 20 years of probation because they know a scammer is a scammer. They know they're gonna be able to pick her up within these 20 years. They know she gonna fall short, because that's how Stormy done made all her money, off of scamming people. So they really setting her up. They let her attorney take her money. And they agreed to the offer of, probation versus jail time. Linda said this is just a scam that's been exposed. What about the ones unknown, or how much people's money she's already pocket, right? What happened, y'all? That fake GoFundMe account for Rita's daughter was a cripple collect. Oh, I thought somebody said that Rather's friend set up the GoFundMe. It wasn't a scam. Oh, Tika said Lapdog is the one who brought it to that group. Lapdog tried to recruit me. Oh, what you say? What you say? I told you, the person told me. Well, the person told me it was Miss A who tried to recruit them, but she definitely said Lapdog was building her house, y'all, off of scamming money. Well, she didn't say scamming money. She said that was a part of the successful story. Allegedly, that Miss A sent her that chart, and that Miss A told her that Lapdog allegedly is buying a house through that company, from being a part of that company, and that Lapdog auntie allegedly got rich through that company. That's what the person told me, that, Miss A tried to recruit them on that story. But Teaker says that Lapdog is the one who brought it to that group. Lapdog tried to recruit me. So, okay, y'all. Let's just go back a little bit. So, yesterday, she was out here talking about Lapdog sent her a pork chop dinner. She said Lapdog sent her a pork chop lunch from her favorite restaurant yesterday. Oh, so don't let me find out. Lapdog sent that lunch off a guilt trip, because she knows she the one brought it in the group, and now that it's been exposed. So is that why she bought Miss A lunch yesterday? And it was mighty funny. Miss A said her man went home, and out of all the people, Lapdog bought her lunch. Y'all know what they say about them two. I say, hell, when the hubby ain't home, Lapdog got to do her thing. No, y'all, let me stop it, y'all. I ain't gonna get messy. I'm gonna stay on the topic, and I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't gonna get messy. Lapdog need jail time for running backgrounds on folks. I remember when she first entered Nate chat, doing too much than obsessing, in my opinion. Oh, so y'all knew when she first entered Nate chat? Child, please. That wasn't sad because she needed company. That was sad because she don't know what FTC about to do. She don't know if FTC about to knock on her damn door. We don't know how many people that they done recruited out here under that BG Wealth support group. We don't know how many people they done recruited. We don't know how many people they reported to FTC. That's all that shit is. FTC, her ass being reported at FTC, and her ass gonna have to do a shakedown because baby, feds don't play. Feds don't play at all. And shit, we been out here 4 years. We ain't never heard. We been out here 4 years. We ain't never heard her say she need company. Hubby gone for 8 hours. Hell, where he went to hide? Where he went to cover up? Where he went and hid? Where he out here trying to cover up? She ain't never got on this bitch and said he been gone for 8 hours. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm the type of person, I believe the vengeance is the Lord. I ain't got to put my hand on nobody. I ain't got to do nobody wrong, baby, because one thing about it, I tell y'all all the time, y'all don't be want to listen to the internet sister. They be saying the internet sister be hating. I don't be hating. I just be bringing awareness. I told y'all the vengeance is the Lord. I told y'all, hey, y'all, people be looking like they winning when they really not winning. You know what I'm saying? I always tell y'all that. Stop looking at people. Listen, I was a life coach. I used to tell my clients, look, detox from social media, because a lot of my clients suffer depression because they was online looking at other people's lives. And I tell people all the time, them lives be made up lives, okay? Social media got people looking and doing anything. If you go back in history before social media, you would see a lot of people was just like you. It's a lot of people make things look good. You don't see me. I look for stability. I look for a person being consistent with their life and their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You can't show me the last 2 years you just getting your shit together out here on social media and impress me. You know what I'm saying? Which people can change their life around. But I'm just not impressed by people's life because I'm not in competition with anyone. I focus on my life and I create the life I want to live. And that's what I try to tell people. Focus on your life. Stop allowing other people's life to depress you. Stop allowing other people's life to make you feel like you being left behind. Because we all have a season and we all have a time. It just may not be your season. It just may not be your time. Focus on creating that lifestyle you want to live. Whether it take you 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you can get there. When you stop worrying about how things look around you and just focus on what's going on in your life. Those are always my words of encouragement, because people can fake the funk. People can stage. And I try to tell y'all that Miss A is not living the life that she paints to you guys. I can tell y'all, I study people. I study people, and I knew this shit was fake. I knew it was fake. When they see, one thing about it, when people have to constantly remind you what they have, it was just too much. We degreed over here. We smart over here. We degreed up over here. We degreed up over here. But then they'll get on their panel and say a woman who has been a successful business owner for 20 years, okay? 2 whole decades. Oh, she got an 8th grade education. She can't talk. I knew then those was a bunch of fakers. I knew then them bitches ain't stand on business. I'm so sorry, y'all. Excuse my French for calling them out their name and calling them bitch. But the internet system have book knowledge, street smarts, and common sense. And one thing I know about us successful women, okay, that's really living in our truth, it's not so easy to tear other women down. It's not so easy to water other people's success. We don't do that. Real successful women don't do that. We have no problem with giving credit where credit is due. People who's living in their truth, people who's successful, can honestly give credit to others. We don't have to take. We don't have to take. So when I come out here, that's why a lot of times y'all know me as being the one to apologize and take accountability. Y'all know me as being that one. Because you know what? When I do stuff like that, it don't set well with me. One thing, it reminds me that God love us all. And God have no respect for others. And God has been good to me. So why I'm not good to others? And when I know right from wrong, and how can I feel good living in my good life when I just downed another woman who's probably struggling, probably don't have it, but it don't leave me feeling good. That's why I'm known to come out here and apologize. It's nothing PUSSY about me. It's nothing. And I don't have to prove that to y'all. And I don't care if people look at me as being a PUSSY when I come out here and I apologize. I don't care. But when you are living in your truth and you're living, you don't feel good tearing other people down. It's just not a good feeling to tear someone else down. They do it with no problem. And they live in it 24/7. Not only do they come out here and do it when she go live in her chat and on her panel, but y'all, they doing it all day long in those groups. They doing it all day long in those groups. They do it all day long in those groups. So that spoke a lot to me about women that's attached to her. Because successful, happy women, we have morals, we have respect, and most of all, we have conscience. And if you have a conscience, if you're a person that your conscience whoop your ass, you can't do it so freely like she does. She do it so freely, and she operates groups and allow the women to do it. Allow the women to do it with no problem. It's awful over there. It's awful over there. And I keep telling y'all, nothing good is coming from it. Nothing's good is coming from it. So if these women so degreed up and they have successful jobs, why would they attach themselves to the BG Wealthy Support Group, y'all? Why? Why? It's no excuse. It's no excuse. The brand has been flagged to be a scam. So why? Why the loud talkers are attached to the BG Wealthy Support Group? It's a scam. It's a scam. But y'all don't want to listen. I told y'all, those people are not winning over there. Winners don't do that type of stuff. Winners gonna crash out. Somebody said fast money. QV said millionaires. Linda Davis said Tigers, there shouldn't have been no way she didn't research that company with her. Yes. right? Expertise and degrees. I agree with you, girl. So if the FTC come knocking, she cannot claim ignorancy. Don't excuse you for breaking committing a crime. Breaking the law is breaking the law. You don't get a pass for breaking the law. So if FTC shows up, she deserved for them to show up. Yeah, she deserved them to show up. Tigger says, sure do, Gina, all day long. Yes, they do. The women are full of drama. The women are full of drama. Teakers. Y'all, thumb Teakers up, baby. Thumb her up, baby. Teaker's comments, she's agreeing with Linda Davis. Say absolutely at Linda Davis. She brags on her credentials, which are brag worthy. But at every turn, they prove how dumb they are. Degreed up and still dumb. The mind is definitely something you shouldn't waste. They have a whole retired police officer mixed up in the group. What? Who? A whole retired police officer mixed up in the group. Oh my God. I almost forgot about her. Yes. I used to call her my big sis. OMG. What's her name? Damn. Glenn. She is a retired police officer. But I don't think, you know what? I ain't gonna even lie. I can be wrong now, y'all, but I don't think Glenn will have been that dumb to be a part of that BG group. Somebody have to show me some proof that she was a part of that BG wealthy support group, because she's about the only one. It could be more over there, but she's about the only one that I truly believe lives in her truth, right? I really believe her life is her life. And I don't think that, like I said, most people, when they're living in their truth, they're very cautious about what they attach themselves to. I just think, Glenn is a lawyer person. I spoke about that. I believe that there's a lot of them over there that agree with her bullshit, believe her, small-minded. But then I believe it's a couple of them over there. They're over there because some people just believe in being loyal. Some people believe in being loyal, and it takes them a lot, to move their feet, because they be wishing and hoping for a change to come. But I definitely, if I had to say it, and I can be wrong, y'all, I don't think Glenn would be a part of that BG wealthy support group. Nah, that's my opinion. I don't think she would be that dumb to make that investment, because with her being a retired policeman, I know she'd have seen all kind of scams. Well, that's why because she talks to a lot of people that don't have Nina. That's why they don't see the consequences. They just see the money, because she plays on vulnerable people. She plays on vulnerable people. I'm telling y'all, a lot of people watch her stage life because they are still dreaming. You know what I'm saying? And they're dreaming for that lifestyle that she's showing them. So she plays on their, vulnerability. Okay, Tamik saying, I'm not saying she's involved in the BG scandal, and I'm saying that that's her. Say that sisterhood, BS. Yeah, okay, so you just saying she's a part of the sisterhood. You're not saying she's a part of that BG scandal. Okay. She said, I do a lot without being in the group. I was in that chat a lot of times. Yes, sis, I understand now to meet what you were saying. You were just saying she's a retired cop and she's a part of the sisterhood group. Okay, I understand, sissy. Right? Linda said at Tika's exactly. What's the purpose of bragging on having degrees if you don't utilize them accordingly? Child, please, because in today's world, anybody can be degreed up. Once again, it's, I listen, y'all. Listen. I'm just, hopefully I can reach somebody, right? I may not be able to reach everybody, but hopefully I can reach somebody. Life is not hard, people. And I know some of y'all probably say bullshit. Some people may be going through it right now and they may not want to hear this. But listen, if you don't use it today, just keep this in mind. Life isn't hard, y'all. Life is what we make out of it, right? So if you want a degree, it's called going to school. You go to school, you enroll yourself in school. When you enroll yourself in school, you can take out financial loans, financial aid. You can take out loans, school loans. There's grants out there. Or if you got the money to pay out your pocket. But in order to obtain a degree, you have to enroll in school. Okay, when you enroll in school, there's professors that show up every day to do their job. And their job is to educate you, okay, on that degree that you're trying to obtain. So you go to class, you sit there in class and you listen to the professor. And if you can't comprehend, you don't understand, it's always additional help. It's always study groups that you can enter in. And you continue to show up in class, whether you're going for a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree. As long as you believe in yourself and you enroll yourself in school, you too can have a degree, okay? Degrees are not just given to certain people. Degrees is given to everyone who wants a degree. You just got to do your share, okay? So when people say they're degreed up, whoopee-doo, that's what you wanted. You wanted to be degreed up. Here's a woman like myself. It wasn't a choice to finish high school. It was mandatory if you grew up in my mother's house. And I went to a trade school. And I ended up going to Everett's College there in Atlanta to become a medical assistant. But it was never my goal to be all degreed up. It was my goal to become an entrepreneur. So I did what it took, okay? I took the education, I took the knowledge that I did gain throughout life, and I became that entrepreneur. And that's for anybody else out here. If you want to become an entrepreneur, then you become one. If you want to become a homeowner, you absolutely focus on your credit. Focus on your credit. If you don't have no credit, start building your credit. Build your credit. Building credit is being credit responsible. Get your credit card. Keep your utilization 30% or lower. Pay your credit card on time. Get your secured loan. If you ain't got no credit, pay that loan off. In order to have credit, you got to be credit responsible. You have to know how to manage your money. Because building credit is all about paying bills. Get you a job. Get you a job. Have income. And then you go and you find yourself a lender or go into the bank, get your pre-approval. They'll tell you how much you can afford based on your credit and based on your income, and you go home shopping. Anybody can be a home buyer or a home owner. And I say home buyer because a lot of people like to say they home owners when they don't own the deed, okay? They own the mortgage. And if they start paying the mortgage, they got to get out that home that they going around telling people they own. Anybody can be a home buyer. You don't become the homeowner until you own that deed. But you got to want a home. You got to want to buy a home, and you got to do what it takes to buy a home. Stop allowing people to take their accomplishments and make you feel like shit, make you feel like you ain't worthy because you ain't got a degree. Well, you ain't got a degree because you ain't take your ass to school. That person ain't bigger than you because they got a degree. Because you can also own a degree, but you got to take your ass to school. That person ain't bigger than you because they are a home buyer, a homeowner. They got their credit together and they went and took their ass on somebody's job to have proof of income so they can buy them a home. You can too. But you got to align your life and do what you want to do. This world, okay, are full of depressed people and unhappy people because they allow people to make them feel unworthy. Everything God created is worthy. God don't have a respect for other. If ones can do it, you can too. Yes, to me, it's people in prison getting degrees, graduating right now. People in prison right now got degrees. So what? That's project. These people are unhappy with these degrees. That's why they degreed up and they are part of the BG, one of the biggest scamming pyramids here on social media. These same people who holler that they have degrees, they degreed up, they have happy families, they have happy husbands. Some of y'all are smarter than the ones who out here claiming that they got degrees. Some of y'all will position y'allself at the bottom and stay to the bottom until y'all rise up. Where they're trying to outdo themselves and others. See, everybody who have a degree ain't making degree money. Some people go to college and they get degrees and they can't even get jobs. They can't even get a job with the credentials that they have. There's a lot of people who got degrees that's not even working in the field they went to school for. A lot of people went to college and they ain't even working in the field. They have credentials and they can't even get a job. Don't let these people fool you. It's all about them not happy with themselves. It's crazy work out here. Where I watch these people. I sit back and I watch these people. And I know the things they say and do, they try to hurt people because they are hurt. They got degrees and they're hurt. They're hurt. Because no car, no house, no degree bring peace and bring happiness. I'm here to tell y'all, when I hit rock bottom, that's when I found real joy. That's when I found real peace. That's when I found real happiness. I tell anybody that's under the sound of my voice, if you at rock bottom, this is the time for you to align your life with God. This is the time for you to find peace. This is the time for you to find happiness. Because there's a lot of people with money and still ain't happy and still don't have peace. I once was that person. Don't let cars make you. Don't let houses make you. Clothes, design, and money. Don't allow that to be your happiness. Because when it's gone, your happiness, your peace, your joy leave with things. It leaves with materialistic things. I intentionally say I didn't want nothing new. I don't want a new car. I don't want a new house. I don't want a new nothing. I don't want designers because I want to know how it feels. I want to see if I can be happy. If I'm not driving the big luxury cars. If I'm not living in the big luxury homes. I want to know if I'm not driving if I'm not carrying the biggest designer bag, I want to know if I can still find that peace, if I can still find that happiness. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. It's a peace. It's a joy I had never felt. And I never want to lose that peace. I never want to lose that joy. I'm telling y'all, some people really feel depressed and really feel left behind because they don't have money or cars or their houses or the clothing. Y'all. No. Remember, God is the author, okay? He's the Alpha and the Omega. He wrote our story. And see, I'm going to tell y'all with me, everything I prayed for, every single thing I prayed for, God gave it to me. He did. I asked and he gave it. But I wasn't always happy. When he gave it to me, I wasn't always happy. And see, that's what a lot of people don't know. See, a lot of things you may ask for, God don't give it to you because you probably can't take what's attached to it. You probably can't take what's attached to it. And I didn't understand that thing. When you ask for something, you got to be willing to accept what's attached to what you're praying for. Because he'll give you what you asking for, but then you got to be able to accept what what's attached to it. And I had to learn that. So a lot of times, you just have to stand fast. Gather that relationship with God. Find that happiness, find that peace, find that joy right in the space you at. So when he elevates you and when he take you to the level you're praying for, you're able, okay, to accept what's attached to it. See, I wanted to be a housewife. I did. God gave me pastor. And I was a housewife in that $1.3 million home. But I lived the most miserable life it was. So when I get back there, I'm going to know how to live it. See, I wasn't ready for it, but I was asking for it. I wasn't ready to be a housewife. Okay? So the things that you ask for, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. And sometimes we just have to stand fast. Wait on our season. Wait on our time. Because a lot of times, we'll move too fast. We'll move too fast. Yep, that's right. It's all about, and that's what it's about. Teach one, reach one. Keep coming out here and spreading love, positive, and wisdom. That's all that I know to do. I intentionally come out here and be ready to drag and walk me a person like a dog, but every time God turn that thing around. God turn that thing around. Degrees are good, however, they are not right indicator. But like I said, intelligence, anybody, you got to educate yourself. Go to school and learn. Go to school and learn. That's it. Go to school and learn. If you are dumb, that's because you chose to be dumb. School is to educate you. Yes, yes, yes. But that's why I say don't look at pink. Don't look at other people's life. Create that lifestyle you want to live. Because everybody ain't a college goer. Now, everybody's going to go to college. Like, everybody ain't no entrepreneur. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur because we need workers, right? If everybody just be like, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, then where workers going to come from? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, as far as me, in my home, you had to bring home a high school diploma, right? It was never forced that you had to go to college, but you had to bring home a high school diploma. As far as me, I did. I took a trade for office administrator. I took a trade at a vocational school. Then I went to Everett's College to become a medical assistant. But however, I wanted to own and operate my own business. My mind was I ended up going to Everett's College. Because I was trying to get into the nursing program. However, it was a waiting list on the nursing program, so I accept the medical assistant program. And once I graduated, I started working. I told y'all, for a gastroenterologist, for a GI specialist. But however, I was like, I wanted to be a business owner. I wanted to be a business owner. So I should have majored in business, but I didn't. I just, a medical assistant. And then I educated myself. I'm a self-taught person. I wanted to be a business owner. So not everybody wants to be a business owner. But I didn't sit back and I didn't hate on people who was a business owner. I got to it because that's the life I wanted to live. And if you want a degree, that's why I explained earlier, enroll yourself in school. Go get that degree. There's a lot of degree holders that do have jobs, that their credentials open doors for them. And they are successful, paid college graduates. It's a lot. There is absolutely a lot of college graduates that's working in their field, that their credentials open the doors. Yeah, so the thing is, you guys, the thing is, it's not nothing to even compare. To compare a degree with someone, um, I take my medical assistant degree as something big. So I think whatever people go to school for, that's that should be their choice, their decision. And I don't think people degrees should be compared, or a person, occupation should be compared. It shouldn't be no comparison. And that's what we got to learn, to shift that mindset. Stop competing. Stop comparing. If a person decide to go off to college, okay, and get degreed up and go out and be a employee, thumbs up. If you decide to go off to college, there's a lot of people go off to college to become entrepreneurs. There's a lot of people go off to college, and take business so they can graduate and come out and start their own business, right? And then you got some entrepreneurs that are self-taught entrepreneurs who have the vision, who have the money, and they put it to work, and then they hire people with degrees to operate their business. Like, for instance, I'm not a registered nurse, but to be a owner and an operator of a nursing agency, I had to hire a registered nurse. And that's the same when I started my training school. When I started my medical training site, I wasn't a registered nurse, but I had to put a registered nurse on payroll. So I had the vision, I had the knowledge, I had the idea of what I was going to do. And I got the money to own and operate my business. And y'all talking to a woman who fired, okay, the doctors that I was working for. And I like to say fire, girl. Y'all, that's just my little, that's just my little cherry on the top of my successful story. I was able to walk in the office and fire the doctors, okay? They didn't get the opportunity to fire me, y'all. I turned in my keys. I gave my notice. So I like to say fire and I became an entrepreneur. Because, hell, I sat back. I watched. Like, damn. My knowledge is helping somebody else's dream be reality. That was like, boom. That was like a light, like, boom. And then I read Poor Dad, Rich Dad story, and that really just took my, mindset to another level. That honestly just took my mindset to another level. Versus, once again, everybody don't want to be an entrepreneur. Cause my oldest daughter, I've been beating her, like down with being an entrepreneur. Now you got a tycoon, she gonna eat that shit down. Tycoon gonna eat it down when it comes to owning and operating and running our family business. Tycoon gonna, and that's the name, and that's what I just spoke over her. Tycoon gonna absolutely, she's gonna go off to college, you know, but however, she's gonna be an entrepreneur. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Look, it's not even my birthday yet. I had to take that call. That was Big P. That was Big P trying to get me to go on a trip for my birthday. Some of y'all may know Big P. Yeah, that's my Italian friend. But anywho, and so funny. Somebody told me, "Oh my God, he like John." Like, don't say that. I think that was John name who did that to Ashley Jan. Um, Anywho, y'all, yeah, like I said, everybody's not gonna want to, be an entrepreneur. Not everybody wants to go to college. I just say, hey, life is good. And life is what you make of it. It's not hard to live here in this world. You make it hard when you start comparing yourself with others. And when you start competing with others, you make it so hard. Yeah, just try that no compete rule that the internet sister told you guys, and keep your eyes on your own paper. You should have learned that from grade school. Don't watch other people paper. Keep your eyes on your own papers. Give yourself, like, don't be hard on self. Give yourself, like, today, hit that reset button. I don't care where you at in life, but if you feel like you're not where you want to be or where you need to be, today is a new day. And hit that reset button. And I need for you to set something as simple as a 60-day goal. Okay, I don't care if you ain't got your driving license and you want to get your driving license back. Give yourself a 60-day, you know, goal to reach this goal in 60 days. If you don't have a savings and you're trying to save money, set yourself a $200 savings and try to reach it in 60 days, 30 days, $500 savings, $1,000, whatever. I'm just throwing it out there. If savings is an issue with you, hit the reset button and say, as of today, I'm going to save. Within 60 days, I'm going to save myself $600, or I'm going to save myself $500. And to have said that, I'm going to tell you, when you set yourself a goal and you reach it, that's motivation. That motivates you. Once you can start something and finish, then you want to set yourself a year goal. In the next year, I'm gonna have all my credit, okay? My debt paid off, or I'm gonna start paying my bills on time. I'm hitting reset today. I want good credit. The reason why I have bad credit is because I don't pay my bills on time. That's one of the biggest things that would drop your credit. That's one of the biggest things that cause you to have bad credit, is not paying your credit on time. Set a goal in the next today, from a year from today. Because if you can do that, if you can pay your credit on time, hey, you'll see a change in the next 90 days, the next 60 days. You'll see a change in it. Okay? I'm going to pay my credit card up. For the next year, I'm going to make sure I keep my credit card under 30% utilization. You can start doing small goals. Then you can say, hey, in 6 months, I'm going to get my stuff together so I can go back to school. And this time when I go back to school, I'm going to complete it. I'm going to walk that stage and get my degree. Or you know what? I want me a house. 2027, I will be buying me a home. Or 2028, I will be buying me a home. You are the only one who can control your life. I'm going to hit the reset button. I'm going to start having a healthy relationship with my kids. Today is the day I'm going to call up my friends and my family that I haven't talked to in a long time. And you know what? The next 60 days, the next 90 days, I'm going to focus on reestablishing, restoring relationships that I broke. I broke some relationships, and I want to restore those relationships. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on being a healthy friend for the next 60 days, or a healthy sister, or a healthy mother, or a healthy husband. There's a lot of things that's going on in your life. Right, investment is the fastest way and the best way to become wealthy, but you got to just make sure you're making the right investments. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Shopping around for a financial advisor, it takes time. Make sure you connect yourself with the right financial advisor, because you can get taken up through there with financial advisor. There's a lot of investors, right? There's a lot of investors that can show you a portfolio where they're winning. But however, you can trust this investor, and next thing you know, things can go crumbling and crashing. So it's all about educating yourself, when you get into that investment game. It's very important that you just don't allow someone to pitch a sales to you because it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got to understand, there's a lot of people practice on how to pitch sales to you to get your money. No, a financial advisor and planners are not the same, but there's people that shop around for financial advisors, to help them with their finances. But financial advisor and planners are absolutely, totally two different. You just need to educate yourself with both, because there's a sell pitch. You can hear a lot of story of wealthy people who's poor now because of the wrong investment. But investment is absolutely the way to go.
That is true.
Yep, that's what I was just saying, Pink. And before you said that, Pink said I had several of them. And I tell you, it's hard to find a good one. Absolutely, I'm telling you. And see, people who haven't experienced it like you or I, They will just run out there and just think because a person have a title as a financial advisor and they can show you portfolios that they got themselves something good, and then when they go seeing their money, decrease versus increase, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. But I want to see everybody win, y'all. I want to see everybody win. You know, I want to see every single body win. Why not? Why not? Listen, the world would be a better place. People would be more happy. I want to see everybody win. It's nobody in this world that I wish bad upon. It's nobody in this world that I compete with. No, because I'm wise enough to know that God's plan for all of us is good. God's plan for all of us is good. You just got to tap into that plan. And you got to understand, we all get a season. Some people's season, you will watch them blossom, you will watch them grow, you will watch them win. And then there are some seasons where you'll watch people at standstill. And sometimes we have to stand fast. Sometimes we have to stand still. We do. Y'all, I'd have been on a journey where things move fast. I just seen it all. Can only imagine the money, all of the money that came through these little hands. A lot of money came through these little hands. But I didn't have the mind. I didn't have the mindset. And y'all, it starts with the mind. It starts with the mind. And it's never too late to hit that reset button. It's never too late to hit that reset button. Listen, y'all, I have gotten off a track several times right in the midst of this saga, y'all. And I had to hit that reset button. I lost myself several times. Right here, these past 4 years, I have lost myself. And I had to hit the reset button and find myself and realign myself. It set me back. There's a lot of things in my life should already be up, running, and going. But because I got distracted, So I had to get back to the end of the line and start all over. I had to hit that reset button. I lost my spot in line. Never got out of line. I just lost my spot in line. And I learned now I'm back at the end of the line. And it's okay to get back at the end of the line and start over. The importance of it all is to not give up. Now, if you get out of line, now you done gave up. But sometimes we get distracted, we lose focus, and before you know it, we should be finished with projects, we should be complete, but now we at the back of the line, got to start all over. We have to start all over. Start over, people, but never give up. Because things can be delayed, but not denied. The only time things get denied is when you give up. When you give up. Don't give up. No, it's not. It's not. My daughter, she teach on stocks. My daughter teach on stocks, and my daughter is very big in, stocks. She even got my grandson into stocks. You'll hear my grandson. Now, my grandson, he's like oh my God, my grandson shop for toys every single day. And we have so much of content on that. And that's what we used to, record. My grandson shop for toys every day. But his mom have him now where he absolutely have learned budget versus spending all his money on toys. She have where he put a lot in stocks. Like, you like to shop at Target for toys. Why won't you buy a share here in Target? So it's amazing, Pink, um, what $20 can do a week. And when you can educate your kids on stocks and the blue chip, and teach them now while they're younger, and start showing them how to make investments. Because you're right, they're not going to teach that in school, and they're not going to teach that, in college. They're not teaching that. Is our responsibility. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and this is the thing, Pink. Thank you for showing up. I want to get back to hosting real conversations, right? Real grown women conversation where we can reach one and teach one. We can educate each other, and we ain't got to be out here manipulating one another, being con artists, taking each other money. But real life, we can educate people on real life and how to become successful in real life. We ain't got to be out here, scamming each other and taking advantage of each other. If you are a real successful person, whether you are in college or graduated from college, come out here and educate ones. Don't come out here and try to shame people who don't have a degree or who don't have a high school diploma. If you have the knowledge, say, hey, I'm out here, I'm tutoring on YouTube. I'm gonna give tutoring classes for people who's trying to get their GED. Hey, if you in college and you're struggling, I'm a college graduate. Hit me up. I can help tutor you. You don't know. It's maybe some people out here majoring in the same, they major is the same as yours, and you already completed the course. You have your degree. Be willing to help that person that's struggling in college so he or she ain't got to drop out. That's what this is about, y'all. This app have us connected to one another from all around the world. Put together a plan, a real plan to help each other. There's someone that wants to be an entrepreneur. You want to own your own nursing agency. You want to own your own medical training site. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here in the state of Florida. I don't mind giving you a consultation. I don't mind helping you. I don't. With anything. If I can help you. If I can't, I'm going to reach out to my resources. It's better, okay? It's better to build than tear down. Because if you build, you ever take a fall, you won't hit the bottom. Because there will be people that you have helped build up that can catch you. That can catch you. And that's the type of stuff the internet is on. And that's why I was so big on getting involved in a sisterhood group. Being a part of a sisterhood group. I told y'all, to be honest, a sisterhood group didn't come about until I talked about it on my channel. Okay, y'all? A sisterhood group, okay? They had a support team. But I'm talking about sisterhood. Nobody started talking about a sisterhood group until I talked about it here on my channel, to be honest. And it doesn't matter to me. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because I just want to let y'all know that's the reason I was so quick to join a sisterhood group. I already told y'all the backstory. I wanted to do it when I supported Lil Truth. I really wanted to do it. This is my passion, to help ones. I wanted to do it. That's why TC, which is probably still in my chat, Mina, and Queen Step We would have Sunday calls about building the sisterhood group, taking this saga and turning it into something positive. Of course, that was early on in this saga, and baby, it was so much of drama still going on out here. It definitely was so much of drama going on out here that it was not a healthy time to build that foundation. Things didn't allow us to build that foundation. So I really thought that Miss A group, Miss A supporters, I watched them support her, and I really thought they were some healthy women. So I talked about the sisterhood group, and of course she ran. They made their page. They, like I told y'all, they add me on as an admin, but I asked them to take me off because I just didn't like the way it was going. I even asked that Knee Deep make a Facebook page. But one thing about the internet, sister, I'm gonna need y'all to know. Y'all can't play on my top out here. Y'all can't play on my top out here. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I don't play games. I'm a person who taps, okay? I taps, okay, into my spiritual realm. And I can read you. I can know when you're right and when you're not right. Having a good conversation with me is one thing, but y'all got to know the internet sister is a very, very spiritual person when it comes to allowing people close to me. Hell, y'all want me to call our Chris? I've been living here. Next year, make 10 years. I Chris been in my house maybe 2 times out of the 10 years I've been living here. I don't play that. That's my sister. I love her. But when she comes to my house, I know who my sister is and how my sister rock and roll. So I always tell her before she come in my house, you got to repent. I tell her she had to take a spiritual bath, which a spiritual bath, I'm saying you got to repent and you got to pray. And I got to pray the Psalms 91 over you because you ain't bring those spirits in my house. And she'll say, F you in your house. So I always meet her. My sister come visit me. I meet her on retail level. Now, her and my baby girl, a white chick, let her auntie, every time her auntie come to Florida, her auntie is welcome to walk through her doors. But I don't let her. So to have said all this and that, I don't play games. So I told Knee Deep to set up a Facebook so we can have a sister group, and our sister group be about helping people, you know what I'm saying, helping people, connecting with each other, getting a directory. We have each other's phone number, so no matter where we at in the world, if we out of state, we got a directory. So if we got us a sister in North Carolina, we pulling up on our sister. We calling our sister. You know, if we in our sister area, you know, in the close, if we in the state, in the city or around, we got a directory. It's like, you know, having that sisterhood where we have family all around the world. And we come together. And if our sister in Florida struggling, we can fly out. We can help that sister. We fly out. We have our meetings. We do our big one. All positivity, right? But my spirit would not allow me to go in that group, y'all. My spirit would not allow me to go in that group, y'all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And I wasn't wrong. There was people over here. There was people over here who wasn't clean. Wasn't clean. So, check this out, y'all. I didn't have to hurt anyone's feelings, and no one had to hurt my feelings. I was able to keep my hand off. See, I can see dirt. Okay? I can see dirt a mile away. I'm not new to this. All that faking the funk and pretending with me, y'all got to understand. Y'all got to understand. And I want y'all to learn this too. whoever you are, not just the internet sister, but become a valuable person. Become a valuable person to the point it's a privilege for people to have access to you. Once you become a valuable person, it becomes a privilege for people to have access to you. And that just don't go for the internet, sister. That should go for everybody under my voice. See, if you're a valuable person, what makes you a valuable person is being kind, loving, giving, that you have something, okay, to bring into a relationship. Even if it's just a prayer, okay? Even if it's just a prayer, it don't always have to be money. Even if it's just loyalty, you're going to be that person that if a person call you 2 o'clock in the morning, you there to answer the phone for them. You were able to talk them off the edge. You can become valuable, not just by money. Be that person that you are valuable, and it's a privilege for anyone to have access to you. And see, that's why I move the way I move, because I know my worth and I know I'm a valuable person. So, in order for me to give a person access to me, it's a privilege. It's an absolutely privilege. So, before I went in that group, and another thing, you always pray, seek God, okay? Because people play on you. People don't have a problem with playing on you. And it's so bad. These people have learned to use one another. These people have learned, okay? It's more people out here that's conditioned, okay? They're a conditioned friend, okay? They're a conditioned supporter. And what that means, as long as they can get something from you, they support you. As long as you being a people pleaser and you saying and doing things that they want you to say and do, they support you. There's very hard to find unconditional people. And see, when you're an unconditional person, you are a valuable person. Because that means you ain't got to give me nothing. You ain't got to give me nothing to support you. You ain't got to give me nothing to be a giver. You ain't got to give me nothing to help you. I'm helping you because of my heart. And when you have that unconditional heart, oh, y'all, I almost just shitted in myself. I almost just shitted on myself. Oh, my God. Y'all. Y'all know I live at the mall, so y'all, I'm down on the retail level talking to y'all, right? This man just got out the car, started walking up towards me on the sidewalk, y'all. And I kind of like just glanced at him. Why in the hell he looked like Tavares, y'all? I was about to run. Yeah, I just almost shit my pants. This man looked like Tavares, but I had to think Tavares is still in the halfway house. He in the halfway house, so I was like, "Gee, calm down." Okay, y'all, I'm getting ready to go upstairs. Excuse me, y'all. He walking past y'all. Listen to his voice. Oh my God. Hello, guys. But yeah, but I tell you, I almost shitted on myself. Oh, Jay, your auntie almost just shit her pants. Oh, y'all. Oh, yeah. OMG. Y'all, let me get my ass back up them stairs. Listen. I guess that's a sign. Enough is enough, y'all. I got to go. I got to go. Y'all, my whole insides is shaking. All I seen was a white tee, big arms, black dude with a bald head. Get out the car. Oh, y'all. been out here. Like I say, I've been out here 10 years. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. Ooh. I'm gonna just go upstairs and take a shower. Y'all, my bowel. Everything dropped, okay, to my stomach. Oh my God. Y'all, I ain't gonna even lie. When I seen the picture of him being outside, somebody sent me a picture of him and his daughter took, and they uploaded it on Facebook. I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. My heart, it took a double beat. It was like boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I ain't gonna even lie. I was like, damn, I hunch on that. I did say that when my sister sent me the picture. I'm like, Tavares is outside. But y'all, he in the halfway house. So, ooh, okay, y'all. Yeah, I'm walking. I love y'all so much. It is nothing. I love y'all so much.